What is up, Apprentice? Well, we're going on a little workcation. It's Friday night, or Friday afternoon, and I'm heading out to the cabin. On my way, I've been saving scrap metal for quite a while, and finally the prices are up. So on my way, I went to the scrapyard. I had a bunch of stuff sitting around. I'll show you here. And some of this stuff came out of dumpsters too. But I had 33 pounds of coated copper for $16.50, 50 cents a pound. I had 36 pounds of unclean copper radiators for $9. Clean aluminum, 7 pounds for $2.75. Aluminum cans, I had 171 pounds. I've been saving them things forever. That's a lot of beer drinking. And then aluminum copper radiators, $1. And then aluminum siding, I had 56 bucks, so not too bad. I think it was a total of 170 bucks. Not bad at all. So we're going to the cabin. I'm going to do some hunting. I have an empty dump trailer, a full tank of gas, and got the saw all ready to go. So I'm going to get a crap load of wood, or hopefully a crap load of wood. It's actually freaking snowing today, and we're supposed to get in 1 to 3 inches on Sunday. So tomorrow's only a high of like 40. So it'll be good working weather for cutting wood. But we'll see if we can get a full trailer of red oak. There's some trees down that need to get cleaned up, and might as well do it. Also got the rifles in the back because not this weekend, but next weekend is opener for Wisconsin gun deer season. So I'm going to do a little shooting with the rifles, and yeah, should be a fun weekend. I'm going to take you guys along with me. Enjoy. Well, it is that time of year. Freaking snowing. I think I just got to the cabin. Got everything unloaded, and it's definitely snowing. Got the wood stove going, got a nice stack here. Next weekend is, like I said, is the gun season for Wisconsin, and this is some really nice dry red oak. But I won't be staying at the cabin next weekend, but Chelsea and my buddy Matt's wife will be staying here. We'll be staying with another buddy at his cabin, and we'll be hunting here, but his cabin's only like 20 minutes away, so girls are going to stay here, boys are going to stay in another spot, because we're going to get drunk and rowdy. About 150 yards from the food plot. I can already see a bunch of deer moving on out there. I can't tell what they are, but I can see deer kind of moving around all over the place, so ideally they leave the food plot and come towards me once it gets closer to dark, but I guess we'll see what we see. Kind of the last hurrah for bow hunting, really. Well, it's the next day. I went hunting last night, saw 1 buck, 2 does, didn't get any shots, but you can see behind me, this tree here is just kind of leaned up. There's a little one there, and this one's pretty small too, but it's leaned up in those pine trees, broke off at the base. So, and there's a little hill right there, and it's just kind of messy, so I'm going to try to pull that out. I have it hooked to the back of the trailer. Hopefully that's a smart spot. Probably not the smartest spot, but we're going to pull lightly and see what happens here. Easy peasy. That wasn't too bad. Alright, well, I'm going to get the saw warmed up and get the trailer backed up over here, and we'll get that little guy taken care of. And then there's a really big one, a couple of them, down on the other end of the field. So I figured I'd start here and see how everything's running and working, and we'll go from there. Hopefully that's solid. It looks like it is. I don't know. Well, I was just using my saw yesterday, and it was running fine. Same fuel, same everything, same chain, everything's the same. But now it's running a little funky. But This log seems a little punky, so I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't know if it's flooded or what the deal is, but I'm gonna just let the saw sit for a minute, and I gotta sight in the rifles, so I'm gonna just sight in the rifles now. I'll show you the target eventually, but it's just a little bit off. I'm shooting at 50 yards, but I was off by like that much on a bullseye. Alright, that gun's good. My first shot was a little, about that much right and low of the bullseye. My second shot was probably, I don't know, 4 or 6 inches. I'll show you guys. And then my third shot's literally touching my first shot, so we're gonna call that one good. This next one, same caliber, different gun, but 30-06. I've not shot this gun in a few years, so hopefully we, on the first shot, at least hit paper. Because these things are freaking hard to find and expensive. I don't want to waste a bunch. I don't even see it on the paper. That's not good. Huh. Yeah, that's not good at all. You can see with the other gun, these are, I blacked these ones out. These are from a different gun. But my first shot was there, my second shot was there, and my third shot was there. So that gun I'm calling good. I don't even see a hole in the... I know I was steady, I know I was on it. I thought it was one of these. Alright, we're gonna have to move it closer. I'm at like 20 yards and it looks like that thing is 8 inches high and 8 inches left. Well, the first time I completely missed, which is completely understandable. When you see where I hit at like 20 yards, you got to magnify that out at 50. And I don't know if I was exactly at 20. I just brought it a lot closer because I didn't even hit this board. And this board is, I don't know, 16 inches by 18 inches. So, you can see here is my first shot at 20, my second shot at 20, and then this was my third shot at 20. Okay, so I was getting really close. Now I moved it out to 50. Here was my first shot at 50, and here's my second shot at 50. So we are height-wise, we're pretty good. We just need to move to the right. All right, well, my battery's about to die. I'm closing in on her. I'm gonna take a few more, just double check. But you can hear everyone around shooting rifles too. Next weekend there'll be somewhere around 500,000 gun deer hunters in the state of Wisconsin out. So it's a big deal around here. I'm gonna pop off a couple more, make sure it's good, and we'll hopefully cut some more wood. We're at the next tree. That other tree, once I start cutting into it, it's pretty punky. I mean, there's some good wood in the middle, but it's pretty punky. I have a feeling this one may be kind of similar, but you can see it's laying right in the middle of the hayfield. And I told the farmer either he can take it or I will take it for firewood, because he lives right down the road and he burns wood. But this one looks like it could be a little punky too. I'm not sure. But I think part of the reason my saw is running really weird is my bar. Now, I know I don't have a professional saw and it's basically a piece of crap, but it works. But I keep flipping my bar around and you can see right in here where it's just wearing on the bar. Is that because I have the chain too tight or what? I don't know. I mean, I've cut a lot of wood with this little bar and saw just this year, so maybe it's just normal wear and tear. But I just switched the bar because I feel like it's just cutting crooked, which is usually the first sign I get when the bar's going bad, is it starts cutting crooked when you're just trying to cut straight through a log, it wants to run to the right or to the left. But I don't know, is that normal? Or is my chain too tight? Or what am I doing? I know it's sending oil through, and you know, I don't know. I'm not an expert, so let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is that normal? I usually will wear one side out like this, and then I'll flip the bar over, and when I flip the bar over, then it'll wear out this side, and then I just get a new one. So that's what I did. I put a new one on because I was frustrated. Anyways, we're gonna start tackling, cutting into this bad boy, see if we can find anything solid out of it, try to get this trailer filled up. Even with that bar change, the saw is running so much better. So something about that bar was not right, because the saw was just struggling with that bar on. Now it's not struggling at all. Now I have the old chain was pretty sharp. This one's brand new, but the old chain was pretty sharp, so it wasn't that. So the only thing I can think of was it's the bar. But that tree doesn't look like much, but it's actually solid. So far what I'm cutting is solid in the middle. It's a little bit punky, that like outside half inch, but so far so good. Alright, well, we ran not even a full tank through the saw. It was running so much better with that, I don't know, that stupid bar. I've had this problem before, but I can't figure out why I don't know if they just wear out that often or not. Dana, you could probably tell me what my problem is. Anyway, we got a nice pile started. Let's see, I cut up all the limbs, and I'm working on, it's like a double barrel tree. The other one's back there all hung up with a bunch of live oak limbs, and I don't know if I really want to mess with that today. That's probably something I should do with help, just in case I get smacked or hurt. I know chainsawing and cutting trees is dangerous, but that one's definitely a lot more dangerous. So seeing as I'm by myself, I mean, I have a cell phone and I have neighbors I can call or something, but I'm a long way from a hospital. I'm about an hour from the nearest hospital, so I think that's something I would want to pull out of there. There's a couple of Widowmakers hanging up there, and it looks like they're not completely broke off. They could be under tension, and I don't think I really want to mess with those by myself. So my goal, I guess, is to get all this limb wood. It's all solid, which is nice. It's good, solid, you know, mostly dry red oak. It smells really good too when you're cutting it. But I think that's kind of my plan for now. Just play it safe. There's lots of trees and lots of time to cut wood. I don't want to be found dead in the middle of this field or injured. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick this up, let the saw. That chain's new, so the chain's really loose. The chain's stretched a little bit. So I'm going to let the saw cool down and load this up. Just did another little half a tank session there, and I'm getting into the big stuff, which this is how you fill the trailer fast. But it's all good wood, and I don't want any of it to go to waste. But you can see I'm getting back into that really, really thick stuff, and it's all thorny. But I'm past the edge of the field, and that's like a double barrel tree. You can see one there and one there. And at the base, that thing's, I don't know, probably 3 feet. So that's probably about as far as I'm going to go for now. I'm going to load this up, and I'm going to come back over here and get all this limb wood, because it's solid, it's decent stuff. I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of wood when you split it, but it is what it is. That's just the nature of the beast. It'd be nice to just get all big rounds like that, because that makes a lot of wood. I mean, just all these big rounds right here is probably dang near a face cord, and cutting up this whole entire thing is probably less than a face cord. So now I see this tree here. I don't know, I'm decent at tree identification, but I believe this to be a cherry tree. I can't be positive. There's no leaves, so I don't really have any identifiers as far as that goes. But this one too, when you get down into the bark, it has that kind of flaky looking bark. I don't know. Once I move these rounds, I'm going to cut into it and see if it's kind of red inside. So I believe like cherry is going to be red inside, kind of like red oak, but maybe a little more red. But I don't know if it'll show on that tree that's only 4 inches in diameter. But yeah, you can see how thorny all this stuff is. It's really not nice in here. But I probably, after I load this up and cut up that, I'll probably have close to a load. That was really just my goal, is just to cut one load and get this tree out of here. Then he can come in with his skid loader and push all this brush back into the woods here. But I'm surprised it's all solid. It doesn't look like much. It looks just like that last tree, but that last tree, I don't know, I didn't show you guys the first tree that I was cutting on. Here's a piece right here. I mean, even at the base, you can see it's just, I mean, this stuff's a little punky on the outside, but the inside is good and solid. So, well, I'm gonna die in the trailer. So I'm gonna load that up. It looks really heavy and fun. Well, I wish I had some leaves and some better bark to show you, but it's fairly heavy. So I believe it is some sort of hardwood. It is green. Was that cherry? I happen to think it is a small cherry. The biggest round is maybe 5 inches. But without leaves and stuff, I'm not really sure. I am noticing there's some box elder there, white oak, which we don't have a whole lot of white oak on this property. It's mostly red oak and pine. And but on this little fence row, the road's right there. I don't know if seeds just travel the road and we got some different variety of trees here or what. That one's a white oak. White oak. That's a big box elder, which is junk in my opinion. But look at the trailer. She's filling up fast. Those big rounds make a lot of wood. It's so much nicer cutting those. They suck to load. Like this one right here, the biggest one, that's at least 100 pounds, and it's somewhat dry. So I'm gonna move from here, and I think really all I'm gonna have left in the trailer for room is all this limb wood and stuff right over here. We'll get all that loaded up and call it a day. It's like 28 degrees out here. I'm sweating my ass off. So I'm gonna get this done, because if I stop, I'm gonna get cold. Well, I got the trailer mostly full. I could fit more, but that's enough for one day. I'm by myself, and well, it's a beautiful day for cutting wood, but I am freaking sweating my butt off. So we're supposed to get a couple inches of snow tonight. I may be snow plowing tomorrow. If I do, I'll probably make a video of it. I know my snow plowing and firewood videos don't get a whole lot of views, but I do know some of you guys like them. So that's it for this one. After this, I'm going hunting. So once I do the outro here, I'll show you some footage of hunting tonight, assuming I see something. But that's it for this one. So hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know if you like it or what you'd like to see. If you have any suggestions for me, because I am not an expert at firewood or cutting wood or anything along those lines. So leave a comment, let me know what I should and shouldn't do. You just watch me cut. I know I don't have chaps on and stuff like that, but I've used chainsaws a lot. Not saying that something bad couldn't happen, but maybe I should get some chaps, especially here cutting by myself a long way away. But thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment down below, and that's it for this one. We will see you in the tree stand. What in the actual fuck just happened? Oh my god, I'm shaking. I just got in the stand. Like, I haven't got anything set up. I just came from that way. I walked down the road and came in right here. The wind is going that way. I'm sitting here fumbling with my camera set up. And I look up and a deer just walks right here. set up. It's got like an hour and a half of daylight. I have no idea where that deer came from. It had to have been like staring at me when I came to the stand. That is so weird. I've literally been here for 2 minutes. That was pretty crazy. Like literally the same way that I walked in, 2 minutes later, I was setting up the camera and getting everything situated, and I looked behind me and there was a deer standing there, and it just walked right past me. It had no idea I was there, obviously. Just really weird. It came from the same way that I had just come, and it's pretty open there, so I don't know how I didn't see it or it didn't see me, or it was also directly downwind, so I don't know how it didn't smell me. But later on, I saw tons of deer pouring into the food plot. I saw 2 really, really nice bucks out there. And it's just, you know, right before the front. It's cold, and we're supposed to get like 1 to 3 inches of snow tonight. So that is actually it for this video. We started out getting $180 worth of scrap on the way out here, and we're going back with a full trailer load of wood, probably $300 worth of wood. So if you look at it in a business side, that's almost $500 little mini vacation, and we got to go hunting and have some fun. So the next hunting video next weekend will be opening of gun season, and there will be bloodshed. There will be deer dying next weekend. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.